Hello, and for those of you who've been following my human in the loop journey, there are two things. One is personal productivity, the other one is business productivity. And in order to see what is doable with AI, I am launching a media business called Digitizing Events. The whole point of Digitizing Events is to see what changes in this new world in the domain where I have had quite some experience, which is media and events. And one of the realizations I've come to is that SEO is done, it's gone. And let me explain why I've come to that realization. What you see on the screen is the new, which you'll all have experienced in Google, for example, new AI overviews. And I've put in a question around a video game that I'm playing at the moment, Assassin's Creed. Shadows, it's a good game, but I digress. The point I'm making is that if you look at the screen, and while the screen may not be B2B use case, you can see that in the B2B side of things as well. In order to get the answer that I want, there is no need for me to leave Google. So even down to the point where they are now playing relevant parts of videos in the search results screen and everything else. My motivation or incentive to go and click through to the pages that someone has taken time and energy to create are zero. And publishers are already seeing that. They're seeing traffic from their news sites, which used to be a thing. Like, get on Google News, you'll get lots of traffic. That was the contract. That's the unwritten contract of search. And the other unwritten contract of search is that if you're running a publishing business, you spend time and energy getting to number one, and your reward is traffic. As a result of getting that traffic, your reward is eyeballs for your advertisers. And what's happening now, and I've gone into the SEO forums and everybody said, oh, it's not dead, it's just changing. And there's that amazing line in the song, when nobody's right, everybody's wrong. And I think that is true here. So what we're looking at is a construct where the whole win-win is no longer win-win, it's win-lose. We're creating content. Google, Perplexity, ChatGPT, Claude, all those research things are hoovering it up, presenting it as answers, and there is zero need for the person to then come to your site. And what I've seen is a lot of noise around, hey, you still need to do this, you still need to do that. And if you just apply straightforward logic, why would I spend my energy for digitizing events in worrying about whether it's being picked up on Google or not, if there is no reward to me? And I've seen this in analytics, and I've talked to some of my peers who are running publishing business, and they're seeing this drop. So it's no longer worth the effort. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to delegate the effort of technical SEO so that, digitizing events is very well marked up and all that sort of stuff. All of that becomes an AI problem. It is no longer, I believe, a place where a publishing business should focus. Or traffic needs to come from somewhere else. And guess what? It's going to come from paying Google, because you can just see where this is going. And I completely get why Google have done this, because they're losing market share. I think they lost 1.4% of share to the likes of Perplexity, Claude, and so on. And that might not sound like a big number, but when you're dealing with the scale of Google, that is a huge number in terms of dollars and cents. I think it's close to a staggering amount, like $1 billion or something like that. So you can see why they've done it, and you can see where it's going. And in this example that I've got up here, you can imagine the value to, for example, let's say Ubisoft, who make this game, if they release another DLC, to put an ad on this landing page. So anybody who types in anything to do with the Assassin's Creed franchise, you get a big ad and say, hey, we've got a new thing. So this is an advertising play. And I completely see why it's happened. But for independent publishers, this means, in my view, in the near term, you can forget about search in the old way of doing it as your primary acquisition channel. You will get traffic from search by paying for placement. And that's my prediction. And for that reason, with digitizing events, I am literally going to give generative AI the job of doing markups, alt text, all of that stuff. I'm not even going to pay attention to it because it's not worth the effort anymore. If you are an SEO person and you think I've got this wrong, let me know in the comment, because one of my realizations about starting to do this exercise is to be able to also share with you the current thinking and not just what's been successful. So in my view, this is no longer a part you want to put energy into, especially if you're trying to create what looks like a media business. Again, if you're in this domain, you think I've got it wrong, let me know in the comments. But I can't see a logical reason as to why my joining of the dots has not arrived at the right conclusion. So thank you for watching. Interesting times. Go and have a look at Digitizing Events. Let me know what you think, and let me know what you think we should cover.